All right, we're on the next part of the lab. This is the CAN and auto cruise control. So cruise control, we use this switch to tell us what speed we want us to be, and this one to say, hey, we're using cruise control. So if I turn that switch off, I go back to using the potentiometer, and that becomes my speed. So I can turn it up, turn it down, and that's where my speed is. However, once I flip that switch, I go right back to 0 because that's my current speed setting. I can also increase this, and I'll start going faster. My wheel still works as I want, which is great. So let's turn this off. Let's have our car stop for a second. So our car is stopped somewhere far on the road. Now we also have this other car over here that's been chilling at the start. So let's make this big as well. And it sees our car farther up the road, that yellow car. You see it way over there, yellow car. That was us earlier. So we can also do cruise control here. And we can give it some speed. And our wheel is also working. And we can steer ourselves towards us. The difference here is with cruise control, you also don't want to make sure you run into any cars. You don't want to do that. So once we hit a certain speed, we'll match the speed of the car in front of us. So as you can tell, we just went 0. And that's because we went within h distance from that car. So we're trying to make sure we don't run into any cars by matching the distance. I apologize, I think I said speed earlier, but we want to make sure the distance is the same. So if that car in front of us starts to take off, so here we are back at car number 1, we give that car some speed and it takes off and goes this way. The other car should be able to move now. I'm going to let this car drive itself for a second. Oh, so this car did start moving and went off the map, so now it's crazy. So let's get this car back on the road and back to victory. So I'm going to make it go really fast to catch up to that first car. Holy moly. And I suck at driving, so we're not going to let that happen. So we're going to just quickly catch up to that first car. And you can tell I'm fun on roads. All right, cool. And then we slow down to meet the speed of the car in front of us, but we're still moving because that car in front of us is still moving. So even though we're maintaining a distance, we're still moving. It's okay. The distance just needs to be maintained. We can pass them if we switch into a different mode, but that's the basic idea for this lab. So yeah.